Hello, welcome back to some more Legacy content. This time we're going to be playing Legacy Dimir Ninjas. Two things. One, this is still going to be in the tournament practice room until probably the next video, which will be a league. Second thing, this video should hopefully be in a higher resolution than the first two videos. I just tweaked some stuff in Twitch Studio, which I'm using to record because I was having some OBS issues. Hopefully this will fix that. And then hopefully as well, this and the last video, which will be on Madness, will have been edited. Alright, pretty simple stock ninja list. We got Moon Circuit Hackers, so our ninjas are going to be our Changeling Outcast, Thousand Face Shadow, Moon Circuit Hacker, Yuriko, and Genius Infiltrator. Looks like our lands are pretty simple. We're not using the bolt lands or that come in untapped if you pay 3 life, and our cards on the other side which pitch to Force of Will and let you play Yuriko, but I like this. Sideboard, we're looking at Back to Basics, Surgical Extraction, 2 Illuminates, 2 Sudden Edicts, I'm assuming for Murktide, Plague Engineer probably for Elves, and then we have Relic of Progenitus, and that's going to be our Graveyard Hate, as well as Surgical Extraction, obviously. Alright, let's hop into some Legacy games, see how it goes. While we're waiting for the match load, let's just look at the deck real quick. We're running 4 Brainstorm, we're running 3 Days for our Tempo Disruption, we're running 2 Retrofitter Foundries to turn our Ornithopters and our Changelings into 4/4s. I've always loved Dimir Ninjas. I play Ninja deck and Commander every now and then, and I do just love hitting with Yuriko, and I'm very excited to hit with Yuriko in a 60 card format. I don't see any issues with this deck. I think maybe having a 1 of Underground Sea seems a little light, but I guess that fits us in with the back to basic game plan for the sideboard games. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. It helps us take out Ban Control, probably Delver, because Delver's not running main basics. So let's start it up. We're on the die roll. We will play first. So let's look at this real quick. So we have Ornithopter, Retrofitter, Foundry. So we can hit with Moon Circuit Hacker, draw a card. We don't have a black source for Yuriko, but I think I'm willing to keep it to try it out. We're going to test how this deck works with the mulligans, how necessary it is to be able to cast that Yuriko. But like, if this is a 6 card hand, would I keep it? Probably. Okay, and we're going to play the Retrofitter Foundry because worst case scenario we make a 4/4 end of turn. I guess there is an option to play around that, but in order to avoid prismatic ending. Okay. Don't like that. So I think what we do is we're going to go to combat, play. Yeah, alright. So we'll attack with that. We'll ninjutsu in the Moon Circuit Hacker after blocks. Play 1, return that. Let's see what we draw. Yes, I would like to draw. Okay, that would have been. So we're going to play that. What we'll do is we'll play the Thousand Face Shadow. Now next turn, we'll attack with a 4/4, we'll return Moon Circuit Hacker to hand. And we'll probably return Thousand Face Shadow to hand with Moon Circuit Hacker in order to draw 2, deal 4, and then have 2 Yuriko flips. Sorry, draw 1, deal 4, 2 plus 2 Yuriko flips. And we're going to do that by. I guess we're not doing Yuriko flips actually. That's fine, we'll make a 4/4 anyways. Okay. And draw. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to attack with Yuriko, ninjutsu back them. Sorry, attack with everything, ninjutsu back Moon Circuit Hacker, And then when they go to bounce Yuriko, I'm going to replace Yuriko with the Moon Circuit Hacker. Okay. 4 blocks. Ninjutsu this to hand. Then they're going to Caracas it. And then we will Moon Circuit Hacker. Yep. And now this gives us the draw. Alright. Now, Force of Will is going to probably be used to pitch Yuriko. So, again, they played their Urza Saga on turn 1, which means... Oh, I was like, that's a little early to play. No, they were looking for Amulet of Vigor. Oh, no. So, they have... Okay, so now they can play that again. They can go up to 5 mana for the turn. It might have been correct to force that. Let's not talk about it. Okay. I legitimately don't know if I'm supposed to force the Summer Bloom or force the payoff here. So this leaves them with 3 mana floating. But they get 6 mana from the Summer Bloom. We're going to force the Summer Bloom. And hope that it's more correct than it is to force the payoff spell. This also leaves us with 6 damage, or we can... So we have 6 damage, we can either loot, or we can... Never mind, that changes everything. So we're going to... Yeah, cool. Alright. Begin combat. Attack with all creatures. We're actually going to return Thousand Face Shadow. Cool. Do that. And this gives us 2 draws and the loot, and we'll do the loot last. That way we have more things that we can discard if necessary. Okay. Yes, we'll do that. We'll probably discard Thousand Face Shadow. And now we are... Alright, so we'll put that in play and we can turn that into 4/4 we'd like to. We could have put Thousand Face Shadow into play. Probably should have. So it has flying, and then that would have given us... Okay, let's see. So they have Amulet, they have Gruul Turf. So they can go up to... They have 2 plays of Gruul Turf. That puts them at 4 mana, 5 mana. The payoff's Prime Time. I know it's Primeval Titan. They don't have the mana for Primeval Titan now unless they do have like another Summer's Bloom. Or they have like Azusa. So what are they casting here? They have 5 mana. Green Sun for X equals 3. Oh, that's for Azusa. And they play 2 more lands. They go up to just 5 mana again, don't they? And this is... Oh, Dryad. Well, that puts them at 3 mana. And we have lethal. So they must have a Summer Bloom again. Yes, they do. Now, I don't think we need to snuff out the Dryad. So let's see what they get. I was like, somehow the Dryad doesn't do anything now, unless they... If the win is Valakut, it makes... Then we need to kill the Dryad before they do like the mass land search. Oh, okay. So that's going to name Giant. Do they have enough? Yes. So that puts them to 5, 6. Prime Time grabs 2 lands. Prime Time grabs 2 lands. Depending on what it grabs, they probably... I don't know if they have the haste enabler in it to let Prime Time attack this turn. If so, when they go to activate that, that's when we'll give it. We'll kill it with Snuff Out. Okay, it can't be countered to Trample. Okay, they're searching for their lands. Let's see what they get. Okay. So this is their haste enabler. So what we could do is snuff out Prime Time now. They can't give it haste. They have 2 mana. I think we should be fine now. So we're going to yield now. Or I guess we shouldn't yield because we have Retrofitter Foundry. My apologies. I think we take it on that. We do. They agree. Okay. So. Oh. Okay. Force negation. Does back to basics matter? I assume it does. So we'll put in force negation, put in back to basics. We could bring in eliminate. No, we can't. Destroy target creature or planeswalker with mana value 3 or less. Okay. What's coming out? Fatal Push might not find a target. Raise and Borrower seems a little slow. Submit it like that. Right. Maybe Days should have come out, but it looks like everything they cast, they were just on the money with it. So I think we leave in Days just for those cases. We can't keep this. I mean, great hand for poker. Terrible hand for Magic. This has Days, Changeling Outcast. So we're going to fetch Underground Sea, play Changeling Outcast. Sure. Keep this. Let's drop Brainstorm, actually. Like, bold move, but like, if we can attack with Changeling Outcast and get that going, I guess we should have been more concerned about Daisy on the play. Underground Sea. And we're going to just cast Changeling Outcast and see if that's good enough with Yuriko. Okay, they're bogging. Let's see what comes next. Golgari Rotform return. Probably return Yavimaya? Oh, okay. I was thinking they would return Yavimaya there, but I guess not. We're going to be attacking Yuriko this turn. So let's grab Island. And we'll Yuriko. And ideally this allows us to attack with more Changeling Outcasts later. Cool. So next when we cast 2 Changeling Outcasts, we can hold up Snuff Out. We have Days. Saga's bad for us. Bajuka Bog's fine. Okay, let's start simple. Let's start with the Yuriko attack. I kind of like 2 Changeling Outcast plus Retrofitter Foundry more than I like back to basics because I really want to put the pressure on. So let's do that actually. We're going to get aim for pressure, not just, you know, back to basics. Because they also don't have any lands tapped at the moment. So I'm not as concerned with back to basics. Days and that does nothing. Okay. Well, that really makes Days look a little bit worse. I think okay, so we're just going to attack with the Changeling Outcast now. We have double Days up. So they have exactly 6 mana at the moment. Which means they could have cast Titan already, so they don't have it. As far as we know. Okay, let's see, what do we flip? Okay, we deal 1 damage. Okay, okay, that's good. So let me think. I think what we do is we go. So we put Retrofitter Foundry in. We can hold and back to, so I think we have to put in back to basics. So I think we're also going to put in Retrofitter Foundry to turn these both into 4/4s at end step, maybe? We'll see. Depending on if they flood the board, having 2 4/4s might just be able to win the game. And so, but if they do put a bunch of creatures that block a 4/4 or beat a 4/4 in combat, I think we want to keep these as is so they can keep getting through and getting as more Yuriko triggers. We'll have to see though. They tap that for a green. Grabbing map. Oh, they already had Amulet, that's why. Why didn't I force that? Ah. You ever make a misplay in Magic? That was a bad move on my part. That needed to be forced. If they play a non-giant, we're golden. If they play a giant, we're dead. Destroy target non-black creature. Okay. This looks like a giant. Wait, this could be an X spell. Green Sun Zenith? Alright, they don't have any mana floating. Green Sun Zenith returning Underground Sea. Perfect. This hand is bad. Okay, so Murderous Cut doesn't do anything. We have Forceful, we have Brainstorm, we don't have a fetch lane, so we can't really shape our hand too much. I don't like Moonserrat Hacker alone. Comparatively, this hand looks great. I think we can keep it because we'll be able to draw a card. Throwback Brazen Borrower or throwback Retrofitter Foundry? I think we're actually throwing back Retrofitter Foundry at this point. Well, let's see. Our turn this turn is we fetch Island, cast Thousand Face Shadow. Our next turn, if we draw a land, we're going to be Ninjutsu and Yuriko. If we don't draw a land, we're getting Moonserrat Hacker. Then if we hit land, we're doing Retrofitter Foundry. So I think in either case, we're kind of full until we hit when we would be hitting Brazen Borrower, but it is the interaction. I think we'll keep this ditch Brazen Borrower, and our plan is going... Sorry, I about to bump the mic. Our plan is going to be Moonserrat Hackering. Okay, so we're playing against Painter. Brazen Borrower might have been good. Okay, let's see what we draw. Hoping for a land. Okay, so we're going to be grabbing Thousand Face Shadow here. So let's think where we're looking at the sideboard. Force Negation gets rid of some of the things. We put in Eliminate to take care of Painter, and that's probably a useful one. Let's see, Eliminate. We could bring in Surgical to stop Goblin Welder. Oh. Interesting. If this is more discard heavy. This might not be Painter, this just might be a Welder deck. I think we've lost. Let's concede. So this is looking more like an Artifact Reanimator deck. So they know what we're doing. So let's bring in Surgicals. Force of Negation. Eliminates. And what are we cutting? We're keeping Fatal Push. We gotta keep those. We cut Daze. We cut Moonserrat Hacker. I think we can cut Brazen Borrower. This kills artifact creatures, that's fine. Let's go down. Murderous Cut. Maybe 2 Ornithopter. 1 Yuriko? No, wait. 1 Kaido Shizuki. I did not notice that card in this deck. I don't know if that's a particularly great card, so we're going to cut that. I don't know how I feel about Kaido. Like, obviously 3-mana Planeswalker, good. But, like, I don't know how good. This is relying a lot on... This deck doesn't have opponent. This is relying a lot on Brainstorm, though. We can Ornithopter, we have Force Negation, we have Eliminate. I think I'm going to mulligan it. This I'm much more comfortable with. So we're going to keep this. We'll throw back Retrofitter. This gives us Daze. It lets us play Changeling Outcast. And it lets us start attacking with Ingenious Infiltrator on our next turn. So we'll throw back that. Done. And we'll just start with Changeling Outcast. Then we're going to need to play on a lot of basics, obviously, because that's how this deck works. Okay, Changeling Outcast is in. We kind of expected it would be. I probably should have been aware of Pyroblast. It's like I'd be playing against this. That, okay. Do we want Swamp? Yeah, let's just play the Swamp, because this allows us to draw to Brainstorm still. We'll attack with Changeling Outcast, replace it with Ingenious Infiltrator. And hope we don't eat a Pyroblast out with it. We might be eating a Pyroblast. We were not. Okay, so draw a card. Brainstorm. Hey, see, that's why we didn't fetch. Okay. I don't think we need to brainstorm yet. I'm liking our hand as is. So this gives us Changeling Outcast, Moon Circuit Hacker, hold up Daze still. It allows us to draw a card as well. So I guess we draw a card first, see what we want to do. Right now I'm hoping they play something I can daze it. That's not looking dazeable. Okay. Underworld Cookbook is in. Discarding Academy Manufacturer. Okay. Asmarano, Martica, Dyson, and Kuldakar. We are going to daze that. Yeah. I'm fine with dazing that. Keeps them off a creature so we can get an attack. Hope to draw Force to Will. Hope to draw to Force of Will for whatever the next threat is, or just another daze. Play that. Combat. So we're going to draw a card. Do we draw Force? No. Put in Changeling. We might brainstorm if they cast something big just to hope we can hit Force of Will, because we already have 2 blue cards in hand, so if we hit the Force we can counter anything. Also, Daze might get something if necessary. Okay, they have another Underworld Cookbook, that's fine. Goblin Engineer is less fine, but currently it only returns 3 or less, right? So it can get back the Manufacturer, but not much else. We're going to brainstorm anyways, just to check. We do hit the Force. We're going to go put back Island Prismatic Vista. That allows us to, it will fetch away one of those. And then we are going to Force of Will that, and this allows us our next turn will Moon Circuit Hacker. So we're going to fetch first so we don't draw just all lands. Then we'll return Moon Circuit Hacker for this guy. Begin combat. Almost passed through it. Okay, and we're going to draw 3. There's no reason to stack that last except it's just faster. Draw a card. This is kind of perfect. We're going to play Change the Outcast because we want Moon Circuit Hacker to pitch to Force of Will so we can play Yuriko on our next turn. And now I think there's a good chance we Force of Will this. Now, our next turn, we're going to return Moon Circuit Hacker to our hand with Yuriko, then return Changeling Outcast for Moon Circuit Hacker in order to draw. We'll draw 4, have 3 Yuriko triggers. I think that'll probably win us the game. Begin combat. Attack with all creatures. Return you. Return you. Put that last. We should have done the Yuriko triggers last in case we hit Brainstorm. Okay, another Force of Will. Ooh, good hit. Probably win now. Yep, cool. Alright, go to sideboarding. Is there anything else we needed in this stack? Anything that scared us? I don't think so. I think I'm ready to run it back like this. All right, and we're back in it. Let's see what we got. So we're gonna be on the draw, which isn't great for the tempo deck. But let's see. Playing for match 2. Okay, let's see. Is this keepable? I want to say no, but honestly, Force of Will, Eliminate. We'll draw a card. Sure, let's keep this. So we have our forces if we need them, and then we can play Thousand Face Shadow, and eventually Moon Circuit Hacker. We have a draw to hit our land. We can draw again there. This needs to be Force of Willed. I think we pitch Yuriko, because we might need force. We're going to pitch Yuriko in case we need to hit that force. The other force in a moment. And we're going to be grabbing... Oh, okay. So that gives us another thing if we need a Force of Will again. Or sorry, the other force. Force of Negation. We're going to play our Thousand Face Shadow. Hope to draw a card with Moon Circuit Hacker next turn. And this gives us a Force of Negation in case they cast an artifact that's scary. Or Planeswalker. That's also an issue. No. That might have been the wrong fight, but honestly, I just wasn't having it. Like, do we have anything left to like hit him with if it didn't resolve, or if it had resolved? I don't know, but I want to have the ability to interact with them. Okay, Moonstone Hacker comes in to give us a card draw. Okay, that gives us Force of Will. See? So it gives us force. Urza Saga becomes an issue now. Only if they have a land. If they don't have an artifact land, we trade. I think we need to get rid of that just because it makes their forces so good. Or their constructs so big. No, I don't have another one. Defense grid, fine. We don't have any interaction anymore. I can't say for sure that we've lost this one, but we probably have. Most likely we're discarding as Eliminate, and we're going to Fatal Push. So we're going to Fatal Push on their turn. We're not going to do that, actually. Yes, I would like to draw a card with that. Is Ornithopter good? I feel like it is if we draw a land, because that allows us to hit with 2 things. So let's actually... Sure, let's cast Ornithopter. They know we can't do anything on their turn. We don't have the land. They have the defense grid. So let's see if we are doing all right. I assume they make this construct. Oh, they might not then. Them not making the construct might be scarier. Oh, Tangle Wire. Oh. Okay, this deck just got interesting. So they're on their turn, they only have to tap 3 things. They can tap Tangle Wire, Underworld, Cookbook, Defense Grid, or they can make a food. So they're basically tapping nothing. I'm gonna be tapping my entire hand every turn. Or my entire field every turn. Yep, can't do anything with that. Okay, yep. They make a food, so now they just tap food, Tangle Wire, Defense Grid. This Yeah, that's not only if it's tapped. Fading. Okay. So that bought them a lot of time. They still need to kill me, and I think I have hot takes on this deck, or specifically Asmarina, Martika, Dynasty, and Kuldakar in the Underworld Cookbook. I don't know if it's... I don't like it in Modern, because in Modern I don't feel it finishes out the game well enough. I don't know how it works in Legacy yet. Goblin Welder obviously makes it better in being able to sacrifice your food token to bring back an artifact or a Sundering Titan. We'll have to see. Looks like they're just hitting second defense grid for now, though. We'll tap our whole board again. Let's see. Flooded Strand is good. Okay. So now we tap 2 on our next turn. So what are we tapping? We can go land Moonsword Hacker. That way we can put in Ingenious Infiltrator if we need to, if we want to, if we draw land. I think that might be the play, because otherwise we do nothing, and that allows us to attack with Ornithopter, cast Ingenious Infiltrator, or Ninjutsu Ingenious Infiltrator, and then replay Ornithopter, and that leaves us with 5 permanents and gives us something more to tap down when we have to tap down only one thing. I guess they're just going to keep making food for a bit, though. And I'm fine with waiting for them to make all the food they want. We're not going to fetch yet. So tap down 2 things. Like I said, we'll go Moonsword Hacker, Underground Sea. Because we draw land here. Yep. So now we fetch Island, Swamp, and then we can attack, put in... I got so scared there. I was like, are there no swamps? I thought, because it was the wrong one. We'll put in our Ingenious Infiltrator. They can't play anything right now. If they play Asmarina, Martika, Dynasty, and Kuldakar next turn and just kill all my stuff, more power to them. Okay. Oh, they're gonna start gaining life from the food. I don't think they can just outpace me, but honestly they might just be able to. Let's think. We're gonna attack next turn. We're gonna tap down 1 land, probably the swamp. Attack with everything put in... That's bad for me. We'll attack with everything, put in Moonsword Hacker in place of the Ornithopter, I guess. I was thinking we put in Moonsword Hacker for Moonsword Hacker and like rotate them to get 2 Moonsword Hacker draws plus 3 Ingenious Infiltrator draws, because that refills our hand. It might still be that, honestly. I'm trying to think like what's more important than that. I don't know. I think we want to start drawing to stuff. If we do hit Yuriko instead, then 3 Yuriko triggers is definitely better. Okay, let's see what we draw. They can't do anything on our turn. We'll tap down Swamp. Draw Island. Okay, so we're gonna rotate around the Moonsword Hackers then. We'll use the basic islands. Attack with all creatures. Attack. Go to blocks. Put in this Moonsword Hacker for this one so that it's entered the battlefield this turn. Then this Moonsword Hacker for Ornithopter. So now they both enter the battlefield this turn, so we'll draw 2 from them plus the 2 Ingenious Infiltrator triggers. Or 3 Ingenious Infiltrator triggers. Okay, and we draw 5. Swamp. Yuriko, so that's good for next turn. Ingenious Infiltrator, also good for next turn. Yes, we're going to choose to draw. Island, that's fine. Okay. Play that. So next turn, we are going to attack, put in Yuriko. We'll have 4 Yuriko triggers. And then if we need to kill something, we can snuff out or we can fatal push. So this just, it all depends on if they can do something that matters more on their turn. They can make a large Saga token, Saga construct. I don't know if that particularly wins though, because we're just gonna kill it with Fatal Push or Snuff Out. I think they gotta be looking for Sundering Titan or something larger now, or a way to win the game. I would have assumed this deck has Painter combo. I guess there's the possibility that it just doesn't. Like, we're playing mono red artifacts, we're not playing Painter. Seems like an odd choice. And again, it could just be that they've had bad draws. We've looked at a lot more of our deck than they have, and we were still pretty bad for a bit there. What are we waiting for? Oh no, they're doing something. That's bad for me. Okay. That's interesting. We're playing Karn. What do they grab with Karn? Icosynth Lattice maybe? Try Lattice Lock me next turn. They could grab Liquid Metal Coating. Ensnaring Bridge. That makes sense. They have 3 cards in hand. I don't know if they can empty... Well, they can discard other things to Underworld Cookbook. So we need to deal a lot of damage this turn. So we're going to put in Yuriko and Ingenious Infiltrator. Try to draw a bunch of cards so we can brainstorm to kill them with the Yuriko triggers. So everything's going at them then. Tackle all creatures at our opponent. So we need to hold up 1 blue. Ninjutsu out that. Okay, that's coming in. Then Yuriko replaces Ornithopter. So now we have 7 damage immediately. That puts up to 10. And we're going to hope we hit Brainstorm or that our Yuriko triggers kill. Because we have 4 Yuriko triggers. So if we have Brainstorm, we can win almost guaranteed. Well, we can guarantee the win because we can put on 2 Ingenious Infiltrators and stuff out. We're going to put the loot. Okay, let's see. I believe I was actually on this one. So we're going to just yield to all this. Okay, Polluted Delta. Days. Retrofitter. No, we need... Okay. Days. Okay. Do we want to loot? Yes, we do. Come on, Brainstorm. Put back Prismatic Vista. Okay, and Yuriko trigger. Okay, Force, Negation, Brainstorm, and that's the win. Because we cast Brainstorm, put back, Snuff Out. We draw 3, put back 2. We're going to put back Ingenious Infiltrator. Let's go. Okay, that was sick. Is this good enough? Retrofitter Foundry, we don't have a thing to start attacking with early, so I'm not going to keep this. We're going to mulligan this. I like this considerably better. We're going to drop... I think we're either dropping Changeling Outcast or Moonstruck Hacker. Alright, so hear me out. We play... I think we drop Moonstruck Hacker. Because turn 3... So turn 1 we do one of these 3. Turn 2... Yeah, we drop Moonstruck Hacker. Because in this way, if we curve out, we can just hit everything at once. And I think we're starting with... Changeling Outcast. We're going to grab our Underground Sea. This is incorrect to do. We should have started with Thousand Face Shadow, so we could have kept our basic. And then played around Wasteland. This is just like a little micro misplay. If they Wasteland is now, that's a bit of a punish. Okay, Phantasmagoran, discarded to hand size. Discard 3 cards, return to your hand. Whenever you cast a spell, any player may discard 3 cards. If a player does, counter it. Okay, draw a card for turn. Moonsword Hacker, interesting card. Attack with Changeling Outcast. No blocks. Oh, this is Manaless Dredge. Isn't it? That's the point of this card? This is Manaless Dredge. Like, the point is that you can discard 3 cards at my end step to start. Okay. Okay, now I'm remembering the point of Phantasmagoran, I believe. I was like, where have I ever heard of this card? Now it's all coming back to me. This might be bad for me. So we have no interaction. I'm gonna save all our time. I'm just gonna yield. And let's pop out their graveyard. They discard Prized Amalgam, Stinkweed Imp, Nether Shadow, Dredged Stinkweed Imp, and Shambly Shell. If you have your upkeep, oh god, if so, they return Nether Shadow, I believe, because it has 3. It's in their graveyard, 3 cards above it. That brings back Prized Amalgam, which probably brings back Icarid. They're gonna bring back Icarid. So good news is Changeling Outcast can't be blocked. Now I can Thousand Face Shadow because it's gonna have flying. So if we are attacking with those, we should be fine. Icarid dies on a turn, so that's fine. Nether Shadow doesn't, but we can kill it with Yuriko. We'll have to block Yuriko anyways. This dies on a turn. You needed to play the Prized Amalgams. They come into play tapped though, I believe. So they sack this. They return these, which are both 3/3, so they have 7 damage. Try to figure out if we can race. So they'll deal 7. They can deal 10 damage to us next turn. If they don't. Oh, it was triggered twice. It didn't actually happen twice. Okay. My apologies, YouTube. No blocks. Sick. I will accept even a land here. Even better. Alright, Thousand Face Shadow. Changeling Outcast. So this is the person I played previously, where they discarded Phantasmagoran. I had no idea what they were on. This was when I was playing Reanimator much earlier. I had no idea what they were on, and then I brought in Leyline of the Void because I was like, yeah, they're probably Reanimator or something. Okay, so we have these 2 are getting in next turn for Yuriko triggers. We have Force of Will up. They can deal some damage to me this turn. I'm fine with that. So they're going to Cabal Therapy, naming Force of Will probably in a minute. Or at end step at least. Let's see if they attack with Icarid this time. There's no reason to hold it back. Alright, Icarid has to attack, or sorry, doesn't have to attack the table. You have to sacrifice it at the end step. So I assume they attack with it. Let's see. Like, you might hold back Prized Amalgam for Yuriko, but I feel like you need to attack Icarid. Mostly because they refused to trade Nether Shadow for a block earlier. Oh, everything's coming in. Interesting. Okay. Let that happen. Do you have another Prized Amalgam in the graveyard? They'll come back at end step. I'm attacking with all 3 things. I'm trying to, like, Brainstorm. I think we have the win. Let's see. We attack with 3 things. We have the win already. Dread Return. I still have to win? Probably. These get in, they can't be... Oh, they can... Wait, does it have flying? It does have flying, okay. So we attack with everything. We deal 2 guaranteed. So then if we can hit 8 damage off 2 Yuriko triggers, we win. I think I'm willing to test that. Because at the very least we're hitting 7 damage, then we have 2 unblockable things in play. And we lose next turn if we don't win anyways. Sure. Play land. Combat. So we can put in 7 if we can do. We're dealing 2 at the moment, but if we put in Moonsword Hacker, we can guarantee the win. Okay, let's see. They're going to block Yuriko, I assume. Excuse me 1 moment. Okay, they block Yuriko. Damage. No! Why would I forget to put in Moonsword Hacker? Okay. Brainstorm. Pay the 1. I swear if I just threw. I threw. Oh my god, I threw. So let's see. Is there any way for us to win here? We can put in Ornithopter, block, and survive for a turn? Sure. Moonsword Hacker flips. Ornithopter goes in. We pay the 1. Block something, and then we have the win on our next turn. But we could have won this turn. So that was a punt. And hopefully we aren't punished for it. Let's see. But they have the Icarid, which comes back, and that'll be game. Yep, because they have... I miscounted. This is my 3rd set of 5 games tonight. Okay, so do we bring in Plague Engineers? I guess we want to bring in Surgical Extraction. We want to bring in Relics. We don't need back to basics. We don't need... Do we need forces? I don't think so. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut... They don't really cast anything. So we'll cut our 3 days. We'll cut 1 Brazen Borrower. Plague Engineer can name Icarid, and it can name the Nether Shadows. So we're going to bring those in as well. We'll drop 1 Murderous Cut. Actually going to drop 2 Force of Wills. Like everything just kind of returns to play. Alright, let's play first. Let's go. Keep this. Yeah, we'll keep this. And we're just going to go Underground Sea, Relica Progenitus. And we'll put in Ornithopter. Do they concede? Do the Relica Progenitus? Yes, they do. Okay, cool. Run it back. So they always have to go in the play. That's the first thing I should have realized. They're always going to go in the draw because they have to draw that extra card, discard to hand size, and then use that as their treasure. Okay. I don't think this is good enough. I kind of want some hate or some greater pressure in this. This isn't good enough for me. No. We're going to go to 5. I'll keep this, putting back Snuff Out Brazen Borrower. And we're going for Ornithopter. Okay, so we'll cast Ornithopter, paying the Chancellor tax. And that's going to be how we get. And the next turn we'll put in Retrofitter Foundry. Ideally. I think we want to grab a swamp. We have more islands to draw to. Yes, we'll pay the Chancellor trigger. Chancellor tax. Cool. Ornithopter's in. We got the board control going, boys. Cool. They did nothing. That's bad. Okay, I think we're putting in Ingenious Infiltrator first. And then Retrofit Foundry can be next turn. Okay. No blocks for some reason. Switch those out. Maybe playing Manaless Dredge is what I test next. Actually, next thing should be the Reanimator League, most likely. Or I try 60 or 80 card D&T. So they will be dredging 6 on their turn. I guess we should, another reveal zone, we know about the Chancellor. We're going to pop that out. Right, we gotta get rid of... Ooh, they should have waited. Now, if they have another Street Wraith, they're probably gonna dredge, but if they don't have another Street Wraith... Ooh, okay, so what do they have? They're gonna draw anything, so we're gonna take those. We need to make sure to click that one. That, and let's see. So what do they have for dredgers? They have Golgari, Thug, Icarid. There's battlefield one damage. I think we're doing okay then. They don't have something they can throw in. Okay, but they have Balustrade Spy. How do they cast it? Okay, we're just gonna hit okay. Let that be done. Ooh, if they had waited on the Street Wraith, we would have lost that pretty badly. But I understand why they wanted. They want to see if they had other dredgers. So now they have to go to discard again. That's good for us. And what is Icarid? Icarid is a horror. So we draw land. We're probably putting Plague Engineer on horror now. This one's just for looks now. We will... Yeah, that's fine. We have their hand knowledge. Draw a card. Now I want to start Ornithopter or Retrofit Foundry, and that's what we're going to do in order to get some 4/4s. That should speed up our clock quite a bit. So let's see, they're going to dredge Golgari Thug for 4. They got Stinkweed, Cabal Therapy, Shambling Shell. Okay. They don't have anything to do with that now. Let's see. They do get to discard the hand size again. I assume that would be Golgari Thug. Oh, we need to pay costs. Oh no. Sacrifice Thopter. Get rid of the untapped one because this guy's done so much for us. Okay, we deal 6 damage here. We have 8, 10, 12 coming in, so we do have them at 8, so I think we have the win, as long as they don't pull off something really cool. We're going to put in Plague Engineer, though, in the meantime. We're going to name Horror. Do we name Horror, or... You know, we're going to name Horror. The other argument would be Illusion for Narcomoeba, which actually maybe should have been correct. Yeah, Narcomoeba would have been correct because that would have had the upkeep. That would have been able to come in. The horrors would have been in the upkeep. So that was a misplay on our part, but I don't think it matters. We should be attacking for 8 either way, plus we can fatal push it. Prize Amalgam might be the only issue. But even that's going to be tapped. So I think we have it. Yeah, we're coming in for 12. Excuse me. I tried to fetch. Oh, I yielded. I yielded. Underground Sea. Fatal push. Okay, and then we'll attack, hit, boom, boom. Okay. I'm playing so poorly. What I should have done is sack Ornithopter in response to get rid of the exile their bridge. Okay, boom, boom, boom. My room is like 100 degrees right now. My thought process is not always correct. So we're still putting them to 4, but we could have actually had the win this turn if we had played better. Okay, let's try this again. We've given them a turn we didn't need to give them. That's the new issue. They have Dread Return. Okay, Ichrid leaves the battlefield. We're going to do Ornithopter end step because of Bridge from Below. Street Wraith enters the exiles. Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna do this now then in order to get rid of that. I didn't realize the Ichrid dying trade the bridge. Okay, that's fine. We have 12 damage showing. This should be enough to win the game, hopefully. And we have 2 more matches left after this. The intervening if condition is not met. Thank you. That actually helps. I think they're trying to find a way out of this and they can't. So I'm trying to think of a way they could get out of this. I don't know one. So it's good. It would be Bridge from Below. Oh, never mind. It's getting Creeping Chill into the graveyard somehow. Oh, that's right. They're on their draw stuff. So they milled their dredge. So that puts them at 7. I mean, yeah, that might keep them No, we're still looking at dealing 8 at least. Like they can block a 4/4. They're still taking 8. Cool. They conceded from the game. All right, let's go for match 4 against Yoskin. Sorry, Yoskin. All right, they're 80 cards revealed, so they haven't revealed Yorion yet. I assume this could mean Bant Zenith. It could mean 80 card Death and Taxes. Try to think. So this doesn't cast anything until turn 3 that isn't Fatal Push. So we're actually gonna mulligan this just so we can have something. This has no land, so this is going back as well. Keep this. We're going to do a very direct curve. We're going okay, this gives us Brainstorm on turn 1 if we need it, and we can play on our basics. Cool. Now, I don't think we need a Brainstorm because we still have a plan here. Put that away. Planes. Okay, so, okay, cool. Death and Taxes. I think I want to Brainstorm because we need something that actually gets around Mother of Runes or kills it. And we're going to be shuffling on my turn anyway. So we're going to do that. Don't need that. I don't think. Okay, so let's put back Yuriko Prismatic Vista. Draw Prismatic Vista for turn. I was hoping to find a kill spell there, but I guess we didn't. So there's going to be Prismatic Vista, fetching, Swamp. And sadly, we're going to have to just play Moon Circuit Hacker. Now this gives us days if we can daze something, or Force of Will if necessary, but hopefully we can survive. I mean, I'm trying to think like worst case scenario, it's probably Stoneforge, grab Cauldra, but we can get that with daze. Thalia would be an issue. Looks like nothing first main. They're not attacking with Mother of Runes. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, so I can attack in and I just lose my Moon Circuit Hacker. Let's not do that. So this is bad because we've lost. We don't have tempo here, which is what this deck requires. Wasteland, that's fine. Do I want to tomb for one myself for Aether Vial? I think I do. And we're going to get rid of Daze. We're going to keep Yuriko because it might actually help eventually. Might do something. Mother Runes, not scary until they do something, really. Like, it is holding back Moon Circuit Hacker, which is an issue, but like, they haven't made any moves yet. Okay, Caracas, that makes Yuriko very bad. Ether Sworn Canonist. Okay. So we only get one non-artifact spell a turn. Alright, give me Retrofitter Foundry. Swamp. So I think we've probably actually lost this one. We're not going to be getting in. I think I'm willing to concede already. I don't know. They haven't really showed me a win condition, but I think I'm willing to throw in the towel just to check. Then see what we need for this. So I think we're bringing in Eliminates. I don't think we're bringing some. We are bringing three of Plague Engineers. Back to Basics does nothing. I'm trying to think, what do I want to cut in this case? I don't think I think we cut two Brazen Bars, Kaido Shizuki. I want to keep in these Fatal Push. Let's cut two Yurikos because they have access to Caracas. Cool. And this gives us a lot of removal for their creatures. This is Stop Mom because we'll be on. By the time they've cast Mom, we'll already have our 2 lands in place. So we should be able to kill it with Eliminate. Or Fatal Push. Plague Engineer on Human will do a lot of work. I think this is looking good for the D&T matchup. Alright, on the play, let's see what we got. This is, we are against 80 card D&T. I think I'm keeping this because we have access to Plague Engineer. Right, Plague Engineer on Human does so much against them. So we're going to keep this, and I think we'll lead on Swamp, Changeling Outcast, Ornithopter. Let's see what our opponent's up to. Swamp, Changeling Outcast, Ornithopter, as previously stated. Now, we are light on actual win conditions in this hand, but I think Plague Engineer on Human is so useful with the full hand, I think it's okay. Okay, so yeah, let's do Polluted Delta, grabbing Island, and then we'll put in Thousand Face Shadow so we have another ninja in the play. Not there. In the blocker step. Cool. Do that. Oh shoot, it's never mind. We'll play it on our second pain. I forgot that its ninjutsu cost is significantly higher than its casting cost. Cool. And then next turn, we're just going for Plague Engineer. Sorry, bumped the mic. So next turn we're going for Plague Engineer on human, and hopefully that should kill whatever creature they play this turn. If they play Thalia, if they play Mother of Runes, double Mother of Runes. Oh. Oh no. Okay. So they don't have any lands, and we have too many lands. Because they don't have any lands, I'm actually okay with brainstorming. Wow. Okay. Put back the lands. Shuffle. Grab an island. Let's brainstorm again, honestly. Because that's what I wanted. Okay. Put back that. Put back second Plague Engineer. Retrofitter Foundry. Combat. So now we can start getting our 4/4s, and then next turn we'll go Plague Engineer. Swords to Plowshares. Should have cast that when I cast Retrofitter. Okay. That's fine. Okay, they felt comfortable enough to concede there. Let's try this again. Liking the whole system. I was considering Sudden Edict. I think most of the time they'll have enough creatures that Sudden Edict won't matter. It would be useful against Mother of Runes, though, so that's the consideration there, but I don't think I want it. Ooh. So we have a lot of interaction with... So we have a good bit of interaction with Days, Force of Will, Brains. I think I like it. Let's keep this. And what we'll do is we'll force if necessary, and then we'll go for Retrofitter Foundry. If they play Mother of Runes on turn 1, I will force it, by the way. What do I pitch for this? Honestly, yeah, Brainstorm. I like our hand, and our goal is to curve this, and then we're going to want to actually activate it so we can eventually put it in Ninjutsu. Ninjutsu and Infiltrator. Even better. Now, I am considering not converting this yet and attacking the Infiltrator first before we get the 4/4. Actually, I think that's what we'll be doing unless we are forced to daze this turn. Do we daze? Okay. I still think we grab basic mountain. Combat. Okay. We'll grab a base, sorry, not basic mountain, basic swamp. Never mind, we will grab Underground Sea because I misread which fetch land I had. Okay, put in Ingenious Infiltrator. Let's see what they have. I'm assuming this gets Swords to Plowshares. Or, yeah. So we're going to gain 2, and we'll put in Ornithopter in second main. I put in Ornithopter, and we will convert that this time. I don't think we're going to save it for Moon Circuit Hacker. Okay. Thalia. Okay. We're going to make a 4/4. And then we're going to start making 1/1s. And we're just going to hope that we can win off Retrofitter Foundry. Begin combat. I think we're going to hold open days because we need to pay when to cast it, or activate Retrofitter Foundry at end step. Path to exile. Yep. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we will grab a land. Let's think. Is there specifically? I think we always want to grab an island most of the time. Okay. First strike means it's pointless to make the 1/1 there, and we'll make it at the end step. Okay, we have a 1/1. We can put in Yuriko and have it be bounced if we wanted to. Okay, I do think we put in Moonstart Hacker for the draw here. Cool. Hacker is in. I'm in. Draw a card. What do we got? I guess we have to wait. Okay, draw a card. We have a Swamp. We will play that because that allows us to hold open days plus Retrofitter Foundry. I like it. Swords to Plowshares again. Okay, days doesn't do anything. We could have double days though. I wonder if double days was actually worth it there. I don't know that it was. I wonder if days was worth it in order to tap Caracas to play Yuriko. Make our servo. Okay. Draw. We will attack with the servo. So now we do have... I don't want to do a conversion. I think we'll just keep making 1/1s. Cool. So we have 1/1s. We have double days if necessary. They're running a lot of removal. Oh, right. 80 card D&T. That's right. Okay, let that come through. Okay. Not untap. Make it 1/1. Cool. Perfect. So now we can make a 4/4 on our turn. Or on the end step, so just another 1/1. Again, this is the power of the Retrofitter Foundry. I think Retrofitter Foundry could carry us through the rest of this game. We'll have to see. Honestly, sure. Double. I mean, the worst they can do is they can work towards Yorion. I don't like it. Sure, we'll cast by return an island to hand. So now let's tap Caracas, hopefully. Now this allows us to get in with Yuriko for at least a hit if we want to. Do we want to daze this? Sure, let's do daze pain for it. Oh, we should have done that the other order. That way they would have incentivized and paid for the first one for more. But I think it's fine. They have secondary Caracas. Fine. But we can force them to use it. Sacrifice you, create a 4/4. Okay, they should be bouncing Thalia. They chose to let Thalia die. I think they misunderstood how Caracas worked. Or timing. Alright, combat. Okay, so we deal 6 here. They go to 5, and then they're staring at lethal on the table. And I am very You know what? We're gonna pitch cast Force of Will just so I can hold open Retrofitter Foundry activation still. And they concede. Alright, let's go for the final game. I actually thought that game went pretty great for us, considering everything. Alright, 5th match of the tournament practice for Dimir Ninjas in Legacy. Let's see what we got. Moonsword Hacker. Keeps days for tempo. Looks like we're playing against 80 card. Could be Yorion. So definitely Yorion, sorry. Could be Death and Taxes, 80 card, or it could be Bant Zenith like Yorion. I don't think I like this against D&T. I don't know how I feel against Yorion. I think I kind of want to mulligan it because it's just like Moonsword Hacker doesn't feel like a good enough threat. So we're going to mulligan this. Moonsword Hacker feels good enough now. Let's drop second Force. We have Snuff Out if necessary. Well, we have to fetch, but we have Snuff Out if things go poorly. Play that. Play Ornithopter, and let's pass the turn. I didn't realize the companion had a little heart. Playing, so it looks like Death and Taxes. That's fine. Okay, we're going to grab an island. We'll attack with Ornithopter, Ninjutsu, and Moonsword Hacker. Moonsword Hacker comes in. We will draw a card. Yes, let's hope for a land. Perfect. Ornithopter comes in again. Cool. And now we can draw 2 cards next turn again using the Moonsword Hacker trick where we ninjutsu this one out, put it back in, draw 2. Not against it really. I think it's probably worth it unless we draw something better. Well, looks like they're probably port. You know what? No. I don't want that. Okay, put that in. Combat. Tax. Block. So do that. Do that. And now we're going to draw 2. Yes. Okay. Yes. Put this in. We might be casting Kaido Shizuki next turn, honestly. I don't know how I feel about it, though. Like, I don't know if this is a Legacy Planeswalker. Like, draw a card is good. Just making a ninja, I don't know if it's good enough, and I don't think the emblem happens. Like, honestly, I've been boring. I don't know if I've been playing it too much, but I don't know if that's actually better than Days. I've been boring out Days. Liberally. Okay, cool. Well, we're gonna... I wanted to snuff this out, but I guess it doesn't really do much to snuff it out. We'll do it anyways, I think. Because that gives us some opportunities. And we can do a bunch of Moonsword Hacker stuff. Yeah, this clears the way, allows us to do triple Moonsword Hacker tech. So let's grab Underground Sea. And we will pay 4 life just to get Thalia out of the way and hit for 6. Yoink. Pay an extra 1. So we're hitting for 6 this next turn, and we'll draw 3. Seems fine. They put Thalia back in. Yeah, they save Thalia here. Okay. Combat. Okay, so let's... Okay. So now this one goes here. Thank God for summoning sickness, honestly. It makes it actually possible to tell which ones are which. And then we will draw 3. Yes. 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 And on my turn, we're going to Fatal Push Thalia. They'll bounce to save. We'll Fatal Push again, probably. Because we can't get Yuriko in. They could port, though. I don't know if they're going to port, because that drops the Thalia protection. If they play Thalia here, they lose. So let's see. Alright, I kill Thalia, get in for 6 again. Okay. So, kill Thalia. And then we just get in for 6. Yeah, and they give up to that. Okay. 80 card TNT, we want eliminates in, Plague Engineers in. We're gonna drop, I don't know if I like Brazen Borrower enough on this one, so we'll drop Brazen Borrows, we'll drop 2 Yurikos, and then 1, let's drop Mirror's Cut just in case, because I think by the time Mirror's Cut's out, it won't matter. Like, once it's castable, they've already have their mom out or their Thalia or some sort of protection spell. At 11:59, they said they loved whatever I did. I don't know what that was. Okay. It doesn't seem like they were referring to triple Moon Circuit Hacker, but that's what I loved. Just the Moon Circuit Hacker shuffle. Ooh. Okay, I'm on the draw for this one. I think we keep this because we can play on basics to avoid Wasteland. We don't have to fetch until turn 2 to avoid Rich Import. If they don't have Caracas, we get a hit with Yuriko. I like this. And then if they do have Caracas, we brainstorm back Yuriko and shuffle. Ornithopter, Prismatic Vista. Okay. Let's see what we're looking at. No. Did they keep the one lander? No, obviously not. Okay, so they split their planes. Spirit of the Labyrinth surprisingly doesn't matter. Does make Brainstorm significantly worse. Oh, nice days. We could play on, I think it doesn't hurt us to play on basics, so we will. That should have been basic Swamp from hand. Put Yuriko in. Give me Force of Will. Retrofitter Foundry. Not terrible. Okay, so then next turn is probably Retrofitter Foundry. Convert Ornithopter. Unless we draw a Ninja, in which case we put in a Ninja. We attack with Ornithopter, put in Ninja, get our Yuriko trigger, then replay Ornithopter and sack it for the 4/4. I could cast Brainstorm for some beautiful card disadvantage, put back 2 cards on top of my deck. If I do it on their turn, I get to draw 1 first before I put back 2. I don't think I'm at that stage, but honestly, I have enough lands. I don't really need more. And I could probably trade. I'd probably trade lands at disadvantaged rate at this point. Wait. Draw 1. Put 2 back is quite terrible. Yeah, let's not do that actually. Little classic him to Torok yourself move. Recruiter, I think, is worth dazing. I don't want that in play. I don't want them to get whatever they want. Okay. Do they attack with Spirit? I don't think they should. They don't either. They agree. We'll just play the same land. And we'll go to our second main, put it on Retrofitter Fan Train. Put in Retrofitter, pass. Okay, Rich Import into Sky Killing Apparition. Let's figure out what they're going to take. I think that's the correct move. We are going to make a 4/4, and we will attack with it because if they trade 2 for 1, then I get the a 1/1 token plus I keep Yuriko, and I'm fine with that trade. I'm less fine with them having that. So I think what I do is I attack with... I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think Eliminate does anything for me yet. So I think I just attack with the 4/4, hope they block, and then kill the other thing. Yeah, they choose not to block. So now if they wanted to, they could attack with Spirit and see if I want to trade Yuriko for it. Because then they have the 2/2 to block Yuriko. But again, I don't think they'll risk it. They seem to be playing a little more conservatively than that. That's bad for me. So they're going to bounce my token, killing it. Yep. Okay. I don't know for sure that I've lost this one, but I'm pretty sure I've lost this one. Yeah. So they have Active Vial. They have Flicker with Spirit. They're going to start porting me. Okay. I think I'm willing to throw... So permanent eye control has something with the battlefield. Okay, so let's think. Okay, so I think what I do is I Fatal Push Spirit. That lets me Brainstorm. We'll do it now before they can go up more. We'll put back Flooded Strand, Polluted Delta. Okay. And we're not going to attack still, but now we're working towards Eliminate and a Genius Infiltrator. Okay. I'm more comfortable now. Suddenly. So this sees 1 deeper. It sees 4, so we can save Yuriko. Let's try it. Nope. Put back to basic. Okay, so that kills Yuriko. That's bad for us. So we need to go fetch next turn. They can start coming in for damage. So they come in for 8. No, sorry, they come in for 5 this turn. Put me to 14. They come in for 8 next turn. Put me to 6. Kill me the next turn. So I'm on a 3-turn clock. I'm trying to think what I have to get around that because I'm going to be drawing lands. So we're going to fetch. We need to fetch just to clear the area. We'll take the underground. See, it's 5. They wastelanded. I could play the 2/3 that blocks. Sure, let's play that actually. And now this allows us to eliminate something next turn. I think I don't. So I can trade with Solitude. I don't know if they actually will go for that trade. Never mind. Okay, so we go up to 15, take 8, go to 7. So we're still on 2-turn clock. They kill us next turn. I can take 5 damage on the table by killing Skyclave and then blocking their Solitude. That can't block, so it doesn't help me. We'll play it anyways. So I take 5 damage off the table, right? Kill that, block that. We take 6. If they put anything off Aether Vial this turn, we lose. Okay, no. But then what are we playing to? What's our out? We don't have a sweeper. I think that is game, so we'll concede. Alright, and we'll go for game 3. I think our sideboard's fine as is. Yeah, I like keeping Yuriko back because of Caracas still. So we'll keep it like this. Right back. Maybe there was an argument to cut more Yurikos and keep in Brazen Barrows, but I don't know. I don't. There's not. I need something to come in early. Nope. Mulligan to 5. Keep this. Put back that. We just. I really like Plague Engineer, but maybe we just are maybe the goal is to curve. No, we're getting rid of Moonsword Hacker. We're putting in Yuriko early this time, and just hoping we can keep it. I'm trying to think if I want to fetch a basic. I probably do. We're going to grab our basic swamp here. Change the outcast. Cool. So now we put in Yuriko on attacks. Aether Vial's fine, I guess. Cool. So now we also guarantee Plague Engineer for next turn on human. Okay, that gets changed to the outcast. That's fine. Okay, charge counter on me apparently. If you look over here, we have a charge counter on Chaotic Dock. That seems to maybe incorrect. Okay. Caracas. That's not great for me. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we'll make him bounce Yuriko. They bounce it, cool. Second main. Plague Engineer. Naming human. Alright, that gets their Solid, their Mon, the Recruiter, the Guard. Hopefully that should be good enough. Okay. So next time we're going to start putting in Changeling Outcasts, I guess. I guess that makes sense. They don't want to just wait for that to be usable. Flash creatures. I don't really care if they put in a flash creature to block this. I'm going to take the 1-for-1 trade. And we need to start applying pressure. Alright. If they ever put Caracas down for anything, I'm putting in Yuriko. Okay, let's see what's coming in. Does it die immediately? No. Oh no! Oh wait, we can push it. No, we can't because it's... This is bad for us again. Okay, so what beats the... the Brazen Barrows I boarded out consistently. Okay, what else beats it? Racing with Yuriko. That's not going to happen. Yeah, the only thing that beats this now is actually just out racing it. We don't have a removal spell for it. in the deck. So let's go. Change the outcast, change the outcast. So let's see, we deal 3 here. They deal 6, put me to 8. So they're at 13. So they deal 6, put me to 8. I deal 5, put them to 8. They put me to 2. I put them to they put me to 2. I put them from 8 to 3. They kill me. So they're winning the race. If they have to put down Caracas or something, then I can win with Yuriko flips. I don't think there's any reason they would put it down. Trying to think there's... Okay. Interesting. They're holding back Stoneforge Risk. That could mean a few things. They could have Batter Skull in hand, or they could just want a blocker. That's good for me. Okay, so here's what we do. We attack with everything. They bounce Yuriko. In response to bouncing Yuriko, I switch Yuriko. I ninjutsu Yuriko. That's fine. They're going to kill something. So, blocks. Put in Yuriko. So now we have 4 Yuriko triggers possible. So I pass. They have to Caracas Yuriko. In response, I ninjutsu Yuriko with Yuriko. Caracas fizzles. So now if they have a regular removal spell, they can blow out my line. Okay. Let's see what this is. Flicker Wisp, gonna bounce Yuriko. They come in, kill me on my turn. GG. Right, because they have 5, 6, 9. Yeah, they have lethal exactly. GG. Alright, so that's 5 matches. Thoughts on the deck list? When Yuriko connects, Yuriko feels very good. I think it's just the fact that we aren't getting the connection with Yuriko. I don't know about Kaido Shizuki. I never cast it, but there's never a point where I was like, oh man, if only I drew Kaido here, I could win. Snuff Out, I like, gives us a tempo play, also is a good hit on Yuriko. I think maybe next time I try ninjas, I'm going to try, it's like Seagate Awakening or something, where it's the 7 mana card that lets you draw cards equal to the number of your hand plus 1. Like, just because it's a flip off Yuriko, it pitches to Forcible, and it's a land, I think it's fine to take the 3 card Life Swing. It would be punished by Back to Basics, so that's the drawback there. Sideboard wise, Surgical Progenitus are fine. Eliminates are good. I didn't see Sudden Nukes, but obviously that's for the Murktide matchup, and we didn't come across Murktide Regent. So Plague Engineers I really like. Sudden Nukes I think are great, just in decks in general. Back to Basics, we didn't board them in. Maybe that was incorrect. Maybe I should have been bringing those in more aggressively. But overall, I think this is a very fun deck to play. I don't know how strong it is in the metagame. I would say probably it's pretty weak. By the way, thank you for watching. I'm still planning to do more Legacy content in the future. If you would like to subscribe, that really helps. Really helps because I'm trying to grow this into an actual channel. Thank you very much.